Hello everyone and welcome back to another lesson on Microsoft Excel. In this lesson we're going to go over the sum function, which is a very common function on Microsoft Excel which requires some formula as well. So let's go over to Microsoft Excel and see how this function actually functions. So I am back in Microsoft Excel and here I have a short chart over here with some calculations or some numbers as well. Alright, so the sum function, basically I showed you in another lesson that if you add equal and then add sum and then inside a bracket, which is also called a parenthesis, if you add some numbers, you can actually find out the summation of that number. Let's say 10 plus 5. And now if I press enter, make sure to give a bracket, you can see that it adds up to 15, right? And if I go back here and if I double click, you can see the formula shows here. And also you can see that the formula also shows in here, which is called the formula bar. Okay? And once I've given a number here, you can see there's this option called FX. Now you can go to this option by going to the formula ribbon and you'll find this insert function option, right? And we'll get to that in a minute. So I'm just gonna keep this like this. Now for instance, if I want to add every single number over here to this bar, I can do that very simply. I can just simply add in a traditional way just by clicking on here and adding like this, typing in sum and brackets. I can just simply type in the cell numbers, or I can just simply drag all the cell numbers and comprise it into this cell over here, right? You can see it says G5 is to G16, which implies this one, which is G5 and all together to G16 over here, right? So all of them are going to be added, and make sure to add the closing parentheses as well. And then just click enter and you'll find the summation of the whole rows from over here, right? So that is the summation function. Now there's another way you can do that is by going to this ribbon over here, right? You can do that very easily as well. Just by simply, you can just click over here and then just go to insert function and you'll find this bar over here, and inside there is an option called search for a function. Okay, and here you can just add in, let's say, let's delete this one, and I want to add numbers. I'm just going to reference in the box that I want to add numbers, and I'm just going to go over here and click go, and you can see it says select a function and 3 functions are over here: dsum, msum, and summation. So I can simply, and also you can see dsum, it says there's some screen tips over here which says database field and criteria, adds the numbers in the field column of records and in the database that match the conditions you specify. Also for the msum is also same. You can see returns the sum of complex numbers, and the summation is adds all the numbers in a range of cells. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to select this one, and from here it's asking me that which number I want to add. Now you can see if I move this, you can see it says H4. Okay, now H4 references that I want to add the date as well. Now I don't want to add the date, which I don't want the H4 to be added as well. So in that case, what I'm gonna do here is I'm just going to select from H5 to H16 over here. You can see it's added right over here. It's updated. It says H5 is to H16, right? After doing that, I'm just going to click on OK, and you can see that the numbers have been added as well. Alright, so that is how you can do this summation function very easily using your charts. If you have a large number of database, you can add them in a minute just by clicking on this. Alright, so I hope you understood this sum function, and with this I'm going to end this lesson, and we're going to go over another function in our next lesson. Alright, Goodbye.